Okay, so when you're designing a chess set, look at the bottom of all the pieces, and they are pretty much exactly the same. So this, instead of making 6 separate ones, I'm just going to make one and then copy and paste it. So I'm going to create a new design. Start with a cylinder over here. It's nice that the measurement for this is 20 by 20, which is what the average chess piece size is. I'm just going to leave it there. I'm going to zoom in. Click this Fit to View selection. And I'm going to crush this down to 3 millimeters. Leave that there. The next piece I'm going to get is this sphere. It also drags out at a nice measurement, 20 by 20. So I'm going to leave that there. But I am going to crush this down. I'm going to try 4 millimeters thick. Drag it inside. But now I want to raise it up a little bit. So I'm going to grab this little arrow and raise it up. Let me try just 2 and see how that looks. Gives you a nice edge to that. So that's the sphere crushed down to a thickness of 4, and I raised it up in the air. Just 2 millimeters. Next, I'm going to grab a cone from over here, and I want to invert the cone. So I'm going to grab this arrow up here, keep it close to this inner ring, and stop it right down here. So it reads 180 degrees. And then I'm going to make it smaller. When you make it smaller, make sure you hold down the Shift key. I'm going to try this at, let's see, 16 by 16. I'm going to take this cone, drop it in the center. But now I'm going to lower this down. Let's see how that looks there. Looks pretty good. So that looks pretty good. Just got to fix a few things. First, I'm going to select everything and align all the pieces. Bottom, center, in the middle. Bottom, center, middle. They're all stacked up neatly. You'll also notice on the bottom I have this sticking out. I do want to get rid of that. So to get rid of it, I'll have to use this whole box. I'm dropping it up here first. That's where you're supposed to drop it. But basically, I'm going to take this cube as a whole, click off the screen. And now I'm going to sink this box all the way down. So it goes just beneath the work plane. So now I'm under the work plane. I'm going to drag this over here. And check my true side view. Make sure they're matched up. Zoom out just a little bit. Select everything. Then group the pieces. It should join everything and also get rid of that cone sticking out of the bottom. So I'm really happy with this chess piece base. It looks a lot like a traditional chess piece from here to about here. So now I'm going to copy and paste it. I just need 6 pieces total when I'm finished. So I'm going to take this base and copy, paste, paste. So now I have 6. I'm just going to spread them out In my work area, I can now work on each one separately. So there we go. Now I have 6 chess pieces started. One last thing before I move on. The king and queen are usually bigger. So I'm going to hold down the shift key for this one and change this to 25 by 25, as well as this one. I'll do 2 at 25 by 25. So this will be reserved for my king and queen. Then I'll use 3 of them at this size for the rook, knight, and bishop. And then the pawn will be just a little bit smaller. So this one here, I'll take this one and shrink it down to 18 by 18. So here, keep it organized in your work plane. So now you have king and queen, 2 bigger ones, rook, knight, bishop, and then your pawn.